everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Hi, 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 hi. Weekend, and I am here today to talk about your strategy for your 7 free money tips. Okay. Now, I would like to start off with saying my name is Tara Hatley, and I'm a business consultant with TS and Associates Incorporated. TS and Associates Incorporated. TS and Associates Incorporated, and it is my birthday weekend. All right, if you all can hear me, can you please put an emoji inside the comments? Please put some type of emoji, a heart, a smiley face, that type of thing. So I know that you all can actually hear me, and then that way I can ask questions, or you can ask questions inside the comments and I can respond. Okay. Hello. How are you, Cheryl Hall? That's my god sister. All right. I'm going to get started talking in about, I'm going to give people about maybe, I guess, 2 to 3 minutes. I'm going to just keep saying happy birthday to myself. And you all can see my birthday shirt. Say happy birthday, Queen. You know, um, I'm super excited about giving this information to you. I have been working on this for a long time, so this has been well planned out, and I can definitely say that I have had a lot of help. All right, so with that being said, again, my name is Tara Hatley. I am with TS and Associates Incorporated. TS and Associates Incorporated. TS and Associates Incorporated. I do have mentors that I would like to shout out at this time so that people would know that I did not do this all by myself. I have had coaches, friends, colleagues. They've been inboxing me, texting me, calling me, helping me to get this done. First, I would like to send a shout out to King Ashley Ann. She's one of my mentors. Also, Angelique Mariner. She is my coach. Also, David um David Thorpe is the name of his company. His name is Jeremy Davis. That's his name, Jeremy Davis. Also, Will Scott, he's my insurance guy. And also another person that's very dear to me, and that is George Pitts. And my favorite person of all, Adon Johnson. She has been holding my hand along the way. I've been doing a little bit of live here and there on Instagram, Facebook, and different places like that. And I would like to just say thank you to those people who have shared so much information and poured so much knowledge and wisdom inside of me over these few years. This did not just start in 2020. I've been doing this over 20 years. It's just that I'm the kind of person, I used to go to a meeting, talk to people, hand out business cards, and shake hands. And that's the era that I come from. I got all my information from a yellow phone book and the white pages phone book. So I'm dating myself, but hey, it's my birthday, so I can do that, okay? Like my boa. All right. Now, okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get started with the financial strategy I want to share with you all. And I'm going to give you about 7 different things that you can do to get free money. First, I would like to start off with talking about what they call the PPP. That is called the Paycheck Protection Program. Okay? And the Paycheck Protection Program is a program, it is a loan to help businesses keep their workforce employed during the coronavirus or the COVID-19 crisis. And the borrowers are eligible for loan forgiveness. Okay? Now, the PPP actually is supposed to expire March 31st. Okay? There was a special provision up until March the 9th, I believe, at 5 o'clock p.m. I think that they're trying to redo some things with that, and we'll just have to wait and see what they say. It's been a everyday thing, like you in the stock market. You have to listen to what they're saying. All right. The next thing I would like to talk about is how you can get the PPP or the Paycheck Protection Program loan. Basically, what you will have to do is you will have to have been in business since February of 2019. All right. Now, if you do not have a CPA, I do have a CPA who can help you process the loan. If you have a bank that you bank with, which you should have already had a bank that you bank with, you do not have to have a business account. It's good that you will have a business account, and that's another thing that I can consult you on. You can go to my website and sign up for that. Um, but also make sure that you have your 2019 tax return. They're going to go based off of your Schedule C. If you are, filing a Schedule C, that's mainly for people who do not have a LLC or a corporation already in place. So what I can do is I can, kind of tell you where you need to go and what you need to do, and I'll help you along the way with that process. Now, make sure that you all give them the correct information that is inside of the IRS when you're filling out your paperwork at your bank, because you can go to your bank and ask your banker, the bank manager or the personal banker, ask them to help you. If you do not want to use your CPA, you can also use your CPA to help you file for the Paycheck Protection Program, the PPP. All right? Now, keep in mind, listen to what I'm saying. All you need to show is that you have been in business since 2019 and take your tax returns to whoever it is that you want to apply for the PPP. That is basically it. When you go to the bank, take your ID, they're going to pull up your banking account, and they're going to ask you for your tax information. There should be a simple process. All you have to do is answer questions. It takes maybe about 5 or 10 minutes. Okay? Now, number 2 free information for free money. The EIDL. The EIDL. The EIDL is Economic Injury Disaster Loan. Remember, loan means that you have to pay it back. Okay? Now, it is a program designed to provide economic relief to businesses that are currently experiencing temporary loss of revenue. Okay? Now, remember, my goal is to help small businesses and entrepreneurs to structure their business. That is what I do. I help you to get everything in line and in order so you can apply for government grants, loans, get your LLC, get your corporation, whether it's a C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, for profit, partnership, government contracts. That's what I help you to do. Now, along the way, you have to make sure that you have certain things in order for you to do that. All right. Next thing we're going to talk about is having a financial portfolio. Having a financial portfolio. Now, that includes a budget, that includes savings account, that includes insurance policy, and maybe real estate if you own a home or you own property. If you do not own a home and if you do not own property, you may need to buy you some land and own property, or own some land, or go and do some real estate research and see how you can acquire property. You can be a bird dog, you can be a wholesaler. I suggest everybody right now owns property. All right. Another thing that you can do is apply for grants. Once you're set up correctly with your structure, um, there are grants available for people who are farming, people who have businesses. Say, for example, I think right now they're giving out like maybe $3 to $5 million to the event space people, whoever owns event spaces. They're allowing grant money for those people to have events now because the president has signed, the executive order for us to be open, even though we're in a pandemic. Just make sure that you still social distance and you still wear your mask over your face to prevent the spread of the coronavirus. Next thing is making sure that you have your taxes done correctly, making sure you have either a trust fund, a will, and key man insurance. And what I mean by key man insurance is that most of the people that I talk to are either sole proprietors, entrepreneurs, small business owners. So they're the sole breadwinner of the business. Even though they may have a few employees, like for the PPP, you have to have less than, I think, 500 employees or less than 20 employees. It depends on how many you have and the type of business that you have. And if you want more detailed information, schedule an appointment with me. All right. Now, with that being said, making sure that you have key man insurance. When you have key man insurance is insurance for you in the event of um, something that's that happens unexpectedly. So the key man insurance will cover you as the business owner, and it will keep your business going. It'll keep your business going. And then it will cover your family. So in the event that you have key man insurance and you have a business, the key man insurance will cover you as the owner or the sole breadwinner of the company. It will compensate your employees as well, and it will also cover your family. So if you want more information about that, I do have a referral. His name is Will Scott. He is my insurance person, the go-to person. If you would like to contact him, you have to contact me to get his information. All right. If you have any questions, feel free to ask at the end, and I'll answer those questions as I finish this. All right. Remember, my name is Tara Hatley. I am with TSN Associates Incorporated, TSN Associates Incorporated, TSN Associates Incorporated. And you all can see me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm on a lot of platforms. So those are the main ones that a lot of people know about. All right. Now, next thing is your business expenses. Um, Make sure that you kind of keep track with your business expenses and have a banking account. Um, it's good that you will have a business banking account because it's easier to use a business banking account and a business credit card in order for you to, when it's time for you to file your taxes, or if you got to do a P&L, which is a profit and loss statement, or a financial statement. So in case you do want to buy property or you want to buy your building, let's say you want to buy a commercial building, they usually ask for a profit and loss statement or a financial statement from the IRS or from you or your bank when it's time to make those types of transactions. Um, and then the other thing is also merchant accounts. So making sure that your credit is together so that you could have um, merchant accounts. So your business credit does make a difference when it comes to um, having those types of things. Okay, so making sure that you have your merchant account set up, like a PayPal, a Stripe. There's another one called, I think it's called Square. And with those payment processors, when someone pays you through that payment processor, it actually leaves a track record of everything that you've purchased because it dates it. It gives it a timestamp. It says exactly what it is, how much it was, how many taxes came out of it, and who it went to as well. So let's say you go to use your business credit card at Exxon. Yeah, business. You can have a business credit card through Exxon gas station. A lot of people don't have those. So they may have a Shell gas station, or they may have a mobile gas station, whatever state that you live in. They have different gas stations, but they do have gas cards. So let's say, for example, you go to Exxon and you buy gas. Gas is actually a tax write-off. And we'll talk about taxes another time, but since I'm in the subject about taxes, there are certain things inside of your business that you need to file when it comes to a tax write-off. And that is like your rent, your mortgage, your utilities, your let's say your computer, your cell phone bill, insurance that you pay, because you need to pay for business insurance as well. So those are some different things that you can do when it's time for taxes. Okay. And the next thing that I would like to talk to you all about is credit, business credit. When you have an established relationship with a bank, you can actually go into the bank and talk to the banker about a business credit line and a business credit card. Now, with that in mind, if in the event that you just now starting out and you haven't used your EIN number, or you haven't set up your account correctly, where you are having to use business credit with vendors and different things like that. Okay, so what you would do is you will have to be a personal guarantor. A personal guarantor. Okay, a personal guarantor is a person that uses their own credit. So your credit score will have to be at the minimum 680 in order for you to apply for a business credit card, or a business loan, or a business line of credit. And you can do all of those at one bank. Yep, they will. They'll give it to you. So just keep that in mind when the next time you are thinking about building your business portfolio and having diversified accounts. Make sure that your credit is together. Now, talking about credit, just for 1, 2 to 5, maybe 3 to 5 minutes. When you are dealing with your credit, I need for you all to make sure that you have the correct setup for your credit. Okay? There are about 5 different things you need to have, and it's called mixed credit. Mixed credit. Now, with mixed credit, basically you would need to have maybe 2 credit cards. Maybe if you have a car loan, either personal or with your business, a business line of credit or a line of credit can be personal, and some other type of credit. It can be an installment loan. It can be a business credit card, a personal credit card. You have to have at least 5 different things when it comes to mixed credit profile. Okay, so if you need more detailed information about that, make sure you go to my website, TSI Associates Incorporated, set up an appointment, and I'll be happy to explain that to you. Now, I have to move kind of fast because I have a lot of information to give you, and I do want to make sure that you understand what I am talking about so that there will be no confusion. All right. Now, the next thing I would like to talk about before I move on to that is I have an e-course that I am offering for only $197, and the first 10 people are going to be $197. Now, with that particular e-course, that will actually walk you all the way through to get your structure correctly. So if you want an LLC, a nonprofit organization, if you want a for-profit organization, if you want a partnership, if you want to have business contracts with the government, that particular e-course will help you. After a certain amount of people, it will go up to $497. And I will be having a webinar or a class, something like that, to give information about this particular thing when it comes to structuring your business, because it is a step-by-step process. Because if you skip a step, you have to go back and redo something to correct what you didn't do before. So that's why it's called 8 Steps to Structure Your Business. That's why it's called that. All right. Now, the next thing I want to tell you about is to apply for a business entity. Now, when you are applying for a business entity, you need to make sure that when you are applying, you research the name of the business first. Because some people are having some type of issue. Let's say you have Toasties in Tennessee and it's a Toasties in California. Okay, you need to check the name first and see if it's trademarked, and then also make sure that you're able to use it with the IRS. So that's 3 different things that you need. So usually when you are, researching your business name, usually you will get an EIN number with it and establish it from there. But the first thing is to research the name, and then once you research the name of it, make sure it's not trademarked and things like that. Okay. Now, second thing, having a financial strategy. When you are applying for different things after you have applied for your business name and you have established that, you have to have a diversified portfolio. I just gave you kind of a little secret there about how to have a PayPal or Stripe payment process or even a merchant account. And some banks do offer merchant accounts, and then you have um, other entities that are strictly merchant accounts that are standalone merchant accounts. So I know, for example, I think Truist now, it used to be SunTrust, they have a merchant account, and other bigger banks like things like Chase or like Morgan Freeman and things like that, Chase Morgan, those banks, they will have what you call merchant accounts. Next strategy is going to be having a retirement plan. Okay. A retirement plan such as a 401k, a 403b, a 457, okay, a traditional IRA or a Roth IRA, self-employment pension, a thrift savings plan, or a simple. All right. Also, you can have what they call a brokerage. It's an account similar to a checking account that allows you to purchase stocks or other investments related to different products. So let's say, for example, you want to own a part of Tesla because they have clean energy cars. That's going to be a big thing for the future. And we need to plan to have clean energy for the future. It's very important. The Roth IRA is an account where you can earn interest and dividends tax-free on your investment dollars. Okay? All right. Now, I'm going to go back over some of the things that I talked about, and then we can kind of go back and forth if you have questions, and then I can explain what I'm talking about. I've gone over the PPP and the EIDL. Both of those are actually free money that businesses can have. The PPP is really, really simple. It can be for a guitar player, a band player. It can be for a person who does hair, a cosmetologist, a hairstylist, a nail tech, a barber, a plumber, an electrician, auto mechanic, The list goes on. Real estate agent, insurance agent. Um, Even if you have a business inside of your home and you've been cooking for people, but you don't have a restaurant, um, those qualify as well. As long as you can show that you have been making purchases and paying utilities and rent since February 2019. All right, so I'm going to go over having a business plan. You need to have a business plan, structure your business, get a business banking account, have business credit cards, have key man insurance, have a retirement plan, have a diversified portfolio. So the question is, do you have key man insurance? I have a person who does key man insurance policies. His name is Will Scott. I will give you his name and his number when you schedule your appointment with me. Do you have a merchant account? The merchant account is an account strictly for you doing business. Let's say, for example, you sell clothes, or you sell shoes, or you sell jewelry, you have a boutique. Okay. Most of the time, if you have those items selling them, you have a merchant account. Okay. Also, after this, whoever is on the live will receive a free workbook on these questions so you can fill in the questions, and that way you'll be able to track all the information you need for your financial strategy. Next is, do you have business credit cards? Where did you get your business credit card? And how did you get it? Because the best business credit card to have is an American Express that pays rewards. That's the best business credit card to have. Do you have a business loan? I do have someone who does business loans, but your credit score has to be at the minimum 680 in order for you to get those business loans. And those business loans start at $50,000. Okay, so your credit score has to be at the minimum 680. His name is Jeremiah Davis, and you can look him up on Facebook. He is on Facebook. So if you all would like to go and talk with him, that's fine. Let him know that I referred you. Not a problem. But if you need me to help you get your credit together first before you go see him, then you got to make an appointment. Okay? Are there any questions for me at this time? I don't see any questions yet. So I'm going to keep talking about the business loans, business line of credit, vendor accounts, business credit cards. Now, a vendor account. A vendor account in the event that you have, let's say you are a nail tech, okay? And the nail tech has to get some type of solution. You have to get nail polish. You have to get some kind of cleanser. When you're doing pedicures, you got to get a certain type of I think it's some type of scrub or something where they put on our hands and on our arms, and they make us feel really good, and then they have us soaking our feet in the solution and just make you feel like spa day every time you go to the nail shop. So those products are owned by a business, and you can actually have an account with those particular people whose name is on the bottle. All you gotta do is call and ask, do you offer net 30? Do you offer net 60? Do you have credit accounts? Do you allow business credit? That's all you have to do is ask. So make sure that you take time out to find out exactly who the vendors are that you need and set up a vendor account. The reason why I promote vendor accounts for businesses is because it's easier for you to buy in bulk at one time and have what you need instead of just buying every time you get ready to have a client, you spend more money. Okay? Business credit card. Having a business credit card frees up the money that you make. So let's say, for example, you have an American Express card. All right. Now, you have to have a computer. You have to have a cell phone. You have to have a car if you live in a certain city. So you have to have gas. You have to have paper. You have to have pens. You have to have pencils. You have to have air, heat, those types of things. Okay? Instead of you using the money that you make, let's say you're at a restaurant and you had to do the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, fish fry plates. Okay, so you had to buy fish, you had to buy the plates, you had to buy slaw or spaghetti or ragu sauce, or you had to make lemonade. Those types of things cost money. Okay, if you go to a place kind of like it's a restaurant supply store or something like that, or it can be a Costco or a Sam's Club, and you got a business card with Sam's Club and Costco. You put your purchase on the credit card and then you save your money. And all you have to do is pay one monthly fee for the credit card. However, when you are paying on your credit, make sure that your balances are below 10%, not 30. Below 10%, not 30. Below 10%. So let's say, for example, you have a credit card bill and your credit limit is $5,000. You should only owe $500 or $450. No more than that. And that actually boosts your credit score up tremendously. There are a lot of people walking around with 800 credit scores right now simply because of that. They have all of their credit cards up under 10%, and they have a diversified portfolio on their credit. So they have, like I shared earlier, they have the credit card, a car loan, installment loan, a business line of credit, or a personal line of credit, but have at least 5 different things for their credit profile. All right. So now I would like to talk about some other things for business owners. Business owners, all right? You have to have a certain type of mindset when you are in business. You cannot have a hustle mentality. We are not hustlers. That's not what we do. When you establish your business, that is a permanent thing, unless you're going to establish it for a short amount of time and then sell it. But that's not a hustle. That is a professional way to do business. So you have to have your mindset set. And I do understand everyone cannot be an entrepreneur because it's not for everybody. Being an entrepreneur, it can be very stressful and it can be very rewarding at times as well. So you have to make sure that you have your mind set together. If you all need help in an area when it comes to mentality and things like that, I do have a special book out called Tips to Cope with Special Needs, and I do help in that area as well. So you can book an appointment separately outside of, just doing business, and I will help you with that too. All right, the next thing I want to talk to you all about is social media. Social media. Social media is a very good tool to have when it comes to business. It's a very good tool to have. However, make sure when you all are interacting with the people on social media that you get their contact information. So it can be their email address, phone number, website, address, things like that, because we don't know if social media is going to go down. Let's say if the grid goes down and we have no way to communicate on Wi-Fi, or if the electricity goes out, we won't be able to, say much to each other. So at least you will have a file of the different people that you have contacted in the past. So make sure that you do interact on social media. It is very good. You advertise, you market, and you do the things you need to do to, enhance your business. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to having a business, okay, when you're going to conferences, that's a tax write off. When you go to the beauty shop or the barber shop to get your hair cut and get your hair nicely done by a stylist, that's a tax write off. When you go to the store like Dillard's, or if you go to Macy's and get an outfit and some shoes and a nice purse to go to a conference, that's a tax write off. Those are business expenses. So make sure that you all are keeping up with those particular receipts. Or, like I said, use your business credit card to make those purchases. Any questions so far? Thank you for the happy birthdays, and thank you for the cute boa. Hello, Tarika. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, Eduardo. Hi. Okay. If you would like the workbook, please let me know your email in the comments. Yes, Eduardo, the PPP is for truckers. Yes. Now, are you a owner operator, or are you working for a company, Eduardo? Can you answer that question for me? Are you an owner operator, or are you working for a company? I see Cheryl Hall. I know she is a travel agent. She can get the PPP as well. And someone else on here that I know what they do. Tarika, you can apply for the PPP as well. She's the person who helps me with Lysol, you all. If you all need Lysol to kill the coronavirus, she's your girl. Tarika Cleaves. Okay. All right. Thank you for the happy birthdays. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This has been awesome. It has been a long await. It did happen kind of fast for me. However, I am so happy that I got a chance to come on live today and share this hour with you and answer any questions that you have. Um, just make sure that you go to the link and click the link for the course. The e-course will actually walk you through the whole process of getting your LLC, your corporation set up, the S corp, C corp. Eduardo, I need to know exactly what you're trying to do. So, because if you're trying to do um, a trucking line, we need to talk, because there is an opportunity for you to have. All right, owner operator, there's an opportunity for you to have what you call a trucking stop. It's called a truck stop, but it's going to be for the charging station. Yes, we need to talk about that. The charging station for green energy. there is a high demand for charging stations because the cars that they're making right now on the batteries that they have only can go 200 miles. So we can collaborate on that. We can partner on that. That may be a little business thing we can do. So my goal was to buy land and make it a charging station. Instead of it being a gas station, it'll be a charging station. So that's what I wanted to do. So if y'all want to do that together, we can collaborate and, make it happen. Any more questions for me? Okay. I'm going to go back over it again. The things that you need to have. Okay. Have a business plan. Structure your business. Get your banking account. Have business credit cards. Have key man insurance. Have a retirement plan. Have a diversified portfolio. Okay. So now make sure that you all take some time out, do your research. Okay. Everything is not on Google. Everything is not on Google. Okay. You're welcome. All right. I guess that'll be it for me. Um, Feel free to inbox me, message me, tell other people about it if you want, share out this information to other people. Let them know that I am available. I will make this known that I have a Calendly link out. I can send them the Calendly link if they notify me on Facebook or Messenger or Instagram. They can always inbox me and I'll send them the link so they can schedule an appointment. But the course is available right now. So they can go ahead and purchase the course. It's only $197. And it's a step-by-step process to help them structure their business correctly. All right, you all make sure that you take your vitamins, drink a lot of water, exercise, eat right, take care of yourself. I want to see you all next month or maybe next week. It depends on my my coach on what I'm going to do as far as that's concerned with having a class for everybody. It's only going to be about 50 people inside the room though. So um, if you want me to go in depth talking about other things, like if you want me to go in depth about key man insurance or go in depth about the Roth IRA, go in depth about, certain banks that you can actually go right now to get a business banking account with no problems. Um, and then other things that you can do to make sure that your credit is together as far as your business and your personal. Eduardo, you should have no problem if you already have an owner operator truck. You should have no problem getting vendor accounts at all. Okay? Anybody else have any questions for me? Oh, keep in mind now that the PPP ends on the 31st of March. Remember that date, the 31st of March is the end of the PPP, the 31st of March. So I want to make sure that you all, let people know if they need to contact me. My CPA does charge an upfront fee. So tell them ahead of time, they can't call and ask for nothing free because it's not free. They can go to their bank, and do, have them to do it. But if they have, tax issues and things like that, my CPA will actually help them get their tax information together and help them file the PPP as well. Yeah. Thank you, Jasmine. PPP ends on the 31st of March. Okay. Any more questions for me? And I think that is all that I have for now. Oh, let me just say, when you all apply for the EIDL loan, remember that you have to pay the loan back. With the PPP, you don't have to pay that back. That's forgivable up to $2 million. And keep in mind that a small business makes $2 million or less. That's what they consider small business. If you make $2 million or less. Now, when it comes to how much you're going to get or when you're going to get it, that information I don't know. I guess you have to contact the SBA, the Small Business Association, and ask them those questions when it comes to the time frame and things like that, because that I wouldn't be able to answer. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to end by saying thank you for coming on live with me and spending some time with me and saying happy birthday and looking at me in this red bowl and me shaking my pom pom saying yay, I did it, Jasmine, I finished. I finished it. So we got through it. I do have a lot of notes. I have a lot of notes. As you can see, I have a lot of notes. And my daughter said, well, how long is it supposed to be? I said, it's only supposed to be about 1 hour. She said, well, I don't know if it's going to last 1 hour. It may go over an hour because I have so much information to give you all. And it is a lot of information. So I just try to give you, bits and pieces so you can, ingest it, take it in, write notes down. If you have any questions, come back to the replay because this is free. Okay, I'm going to let this stay up. You can come back to it and, replay it if you have any questions, and that's what an instructor is supposed to do. They're supposed to allow the students to ask the questions, and if they have any questions, come back and answer the questions. And if they can't answer the question, they go and find the answer for them. All right, I'm going to go. Again, my name is Tara Hatley. I am here coming to you live on Facebook doing a special segment for the 7 steps to a free money pipeline. And I just wanted to take time out and say thank you, thank you, thank you. This has been a tremendous birthday weekend, and I'm ending it giving out free information to my people. Make sure you share this out and let them know to contact me so they can get this free money. There is a great need for truckers, Eduardo. Yes. And Cheryl, just hold your britches because they're going to open up, and I already know. We got to take the shot before we get on the airplane, or we got to take the shot before we get on the cruise ship, but it's okay. I'm debating on how I'm going to do that, but I'm going to take a cruise. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right, you all. Thank you for coming in with me. I am Tara Hatley, owner founder of TS and Associates Incorporated. TS and Associates Incorporated. TS and Associates Incorporated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I look forward to seeing you all another time. Hopefully we can do a closed class of about maybe 50 people or less. And I'll be more than happy to give more detailed information about anything dealing with business. All right. See you all soon. Bye-bye. Bye.